Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wuchang Fallen Feathers. On this video, we're doing the Bandit Cave and Tower of Sacrifice regions. And for these areas, we'll be using a dual blades and axe build. Now we're currently using those two weapon types, but we're gonna use dual blades as our primary weapon. And we're gonna swap out our dual blades. So we're using the unequilibrium blades, and we're gonna swap to the firearm blades. And as usual, we'll want upgrades, which means we want red mercury. So we have 11 red mercury sprouts we can use. We have 1 budding red mercury. And we have 3 red mercury shoots. Okay, let's get upgrades and set our benedictions. So we'll start with our dual blades. So, normal benedictions here. I'm going to go with the Boo Skyborn Ward for Oath. For Memory, our only option, Ren Skyborn Vigor. And for Wisdom, Wei Skyborn Discipline. And then for our Axe, we'll stick with Boo Blocking Clash for Oath. And for Wisdom, Wei Skyborn Magic. Alright, now for our skills. Let's reset our dual blade skills and our Axe skills. We'll work up the dual blade skill tree. So let's get Feather Chaser. Let's get Unmatched, Swift Warrior. We'll get Weapon Mastery +3. Let's definitely get the 5 Endurance over there. And let's pick up Blade Master. Use with Skyborn Might to gain the Bladeborn buff. Performing a successful clash during Bladeborn restores some health. Bladeborn makes your dual blades light attacks even swifter. That sounds good to me. Discipline skills and variants. Discipline skills you unlock at the Impetus repository must be equipped on a weapon for you to use them. You can access the discipline menu from shrines at any time to change what discipline skills you have equipped. Only 1 discipline skill may be added to each weapon. Once you've unlocked a disciple skill, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be discipline, at the Impetus repository, you can unlock its adjacent variant nodes. These effects further increase the potency of your discipline skills. So, we've got Blade Master. We're going to use it on our firearm blades. And there we go. It replaces Sudden Strike. Alright, and then we're going to get Blade Master Variant 1, which increases the duration of the Bladeborn buff gained from Blade Master. Alrighty, then let's go up this way. We'll get the 5 strength there, and then we'll come up and get Leaf Slasher. The 4th, 5th, and 6th attacks of a dual blades light attack combo gain clash. Successful clashes grant 1 stack of Skyborn Might. Alright, that's all we want in dual blades. Let's go to our axe. We'll get Thunderous Cleave, Tide Turner. Let's pick up Strike and Cleave. And let's see, we can make 2 more essences. We'll get Shudder and Crush, and we'll pick up a Vitality. And then I almost forgot, down here we can use another Lost Remains to increase the health recovered by our mana base. Alright, that's good for skills. I actually never set that second needle on my temper. Let's do that now. Not that I've been using it. We'll put the Shadowstone Needle Agility there. Alright, and then we'll invoke to get our madness up. So let's buy 3 Raven Pills. And then we'll also pick up a Flame Ward Pill. Boosts fire mitigation for a certain duration, only works to counteract fire damage inflicted by enemies. Alright, madness is way up there. And let's go ahead and pick a different outfit. So we haven't worn our White Spectre set. Let's do that. White Spectre it is. So there we go. There's our new look. Alright, let's start out over here. Day 9, by the gods, I feel invincible. We got more purple camellias. We should set our items too. Well, let's wait on the items. We got Steamed Bunny Bun. Haven't had one of those in a while. Let's head back this way. There's an item in the goop down here we can pick up. Throwing red mercury and we'll cure that corruption. And you can see there's an enemy down there. We're gonna deal with them. So we can squeeze through here. Get up right behind them. Charge up a heavy. And set them up for obliterate. We got a faint red feather. We can check this. The stars above dance their endless waltz, painting the heavens in cosmic hues. The incense burns clean, the altar shines bright. Dharma's realm glows with divine light. Disciples of the way, Wuwezi, Ping Yongzi, their fates entwined in sacred wisdom. Begone, wicked spirits and heretics, flee from this hallowed place. By the authority vested in me, I command thee. Alright, so up ahead is a boss fight. Let's prepare. Let's first look at our items. So we don't need Emerald Lotus Seed. Let's go with... Oh, I don't know. Why don't we take a Cornucopia Elixir? Full health, and it can remove negative status effects, which could be very nice in that fight. And then... I guess we'll go Raven Pills. So that'd be good. And then let's use a bunch of items. So let's go Lantern Fruit. We'll take Soft Rush. And we'll also use... Oh, actually, we should bring Fire Lotus Seeds with us. We could get Burn in there. But, we're taking items now. Let's use a Flame Ward Pill. Give us some fire resistance. And... yeah, I'm less concerned about the corruption, so let's swap the purple camellias for Fire Lotus Seeds. I think that's smarter. Fire is much bigger of an issue. All right, I believe we're all set. Let's go. Actually, hold on. Let's use a feather. Let's use a feather. All right, we're going. Alright, we're hitting them. Alright, we can activate our Blade Master. And swap skills, heal. Alright, switching back to the dual blades. I didn't think he was going to sit there that long. Watch out, he's going to strike. And I... So I did a bunch of damage there. He's doing these laser beam things. When he does that, you want to back away. And then he's going to dig underground and come up. And he's going to try to erupt on you. So be ready to dodge. What I like to do is when he gets close to me, I dodge once. And then I dodge again. Because sometimes that first dodge will take you out of the eruption area. And if not, you can do the second dodge to actually dodge it. Now when he goes up, this time I'm going to drop a spell on him. Right here. Oh, well, he managed to hit me there pretty good. Ow! Ooh. Alright, you know what? Use my cornucopia. There we go. Oh, he's doing the laser beams again, but this time he's probably not going to dig. He's probably going to jump at us. There he is. I got him to jump into that lightning. Alright, I think I need a new Blade Master. Doing it now. He's gonna spin. Oh, I mistimed it. Alright, he's smacking his tail around. I don't care about that. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do Swift Draw. And smack him for healing. Oh, that big damage with the axe. swapping back to my dual blades. Watch out for that spin. Shop a spell on him. Oh, that was nice. All right, over here. Swift draw. Oh, couldn't swift draw. Oh, dang it. Almost got him stunned. Ah, couldn't quite finish the stun. I'm running in. Oh, I got freaking corruption on me. It's okay though. Swift draw. Dead. Sorry, I need a Camellia. All right, we did it. So we got a Taoist token, Believer's statue, and Echo of the Great Centipede, a new spell. Let's check it out. So, let's see, we'll start with the spell. We'll replace, I don't know, I don't really like the Echo of Lu Bingzong, so we'll replace that. And it's Echo of the Great Centipede, and it requires 5 Skyborn Might. Summon a magic circle that deals magic damage. So we can't actually use that yet because we can't get 5 Skyborn Might, but we can fix that soon. And let's see, what else did we get? We got, oh, Brilliant Red Feather we never looked at. Capable of upgrading weapons mastery +6 from within the Impetus repository. And the Faint Red Feathers do +3. But what else do we have? We've got the Taoist token, a token of Zinwu Temple, engraved with a Taoist name. And Believer statue, hand over to Tao Ching to gain access to new products. And I believe that's everything that we got. So yeah, everything kind of happened quickly, but just to recap really quick, if you can get him to attack those pillars, it'll shock him and give you an opening. He does the burrow thing, and then he kind of just like slashes and throws his butt around. That's kind of it. I guess it's really not that complicated. I would just focus on doing damage, and that will get the job done. I could heal, but I think my madness is still high. Yeah, our madness is still high, so we can just heal off of our madness. So yeah, let's just continue. This way, up the ramp. We should swap our items, maybe. And we've arrived at the Tower of Sacrifice. Yeah, we'll definitely want Purple Camellia here. Didn't end up using my Fire Lotus seeds. Maybe we'll just put daggers in there. Let's do daggers. That should be good. All right, Tower of Sacrifice. You see we have a lift. Not too much else going on. Let's take the lift. I have my Raven pills at the ready just in case. Now what we can do, wants us to walk down that way, but we can actually drop down this way. And we can drop down again over there, but first, let's go this way. Oh wait, never mind, I thought there was something over here. There is not. Over here, drop down. I think you do take a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. Then we can go out this way. You can see there's an item over here. Budding Red Mercury. And we'll get this guy. Somebody below is interested in us, but we don't have to worry too much about them. See, there's another item over here. Purple Camellias. All right. 2 enemies here. Let's quickly take him out. Oh, Blight. I was not expecting Blight. Let's take him out quick. of that blight. Alright, blight's gone. Forgot those little bug guys are here. Okay, we got a budding red mercury. Let's go this way. Fire pots. Actually, let's not go that way yet. We're gonna climb down this way. See, there's another bug. Let's do a heavy for him. There we go. That was much better. Much, much better. And then we'll climb up. And we got our friend here from earlier. I was planning to heal, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Red Mercury, shoot. And we got Chi Vitality Ward. That's new. New benediction. Reduces damage taken while at full health. So that's a little tempting. But getting exactly at full health is kind of a pain. So probably not going to go with that one. But tempting. Anyways, let's go back to the tower. We want this spot over here. And then we can drop down once again. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage. And we got a faint red feather. All right, let's call the elevator down. There it is. I didn't notice that little glow ball it has. That's kind of cool. I like its light source. Kind of looks like it could be hanging off of me. I should get one of those for my waist. At least for this outfit. Alrighty, so we're back up top. This time we're gonna take the ramp down. There's the mechanism to call the elevator back if you need to. Let's go this way. We got 2 flame ward pills. And a broken token. A damaged Taoist token can be given to the Taoist at the refugee camp. All right, open up this gate. And look who it is. Let me grab this item before I talk to him. We got more flame ward pills.
Wuchang, you made it. How's the arm? No signs of worsening. Good. Here, take this medicine from the boatman. It supposedly suppresses the feathering. I tried it myself. It's safe. I traded it for a small knife I carried. Fair exchange. Nothing worth keeping anyway. Easily replaced at sea.
What is this place?
Locals call this Doom Willow Beach. They say that the corpses of those who fall to feathering are left here. Piles of corpses rotting on these shores. The trees themselves have mutated because of it. I had planned to cross here to reach the Tang Emperor's palace. If only I hadn't lost my pack. It contained quite a few useful things.
Do you mean this lost package? Hand it over.
Wow, such a great find. Telescope, compass, Everything seems intact. This will make things easier. And here, these are notes I made at sea. They're about you and by you. Perhaps they'll help stir your memory. The road ahead is perilous. Take these clothes. They're spoils from the Waco pirates, but I've reworked them for better protection. I'll scout ahead and leave pinwheel markers if I uncover any clues.
Okay, he gave us a pirate set, and he also gave us records of the Southern Archipelago. Hey Yozai's observations from the Southern Archipelago, though some handwriting has blurred. And let's check out the gear that he gave us. We got the pirate hairpin, the pirate armor, the pirate bracers, and the pirate boots. All right, continuing on. And you can see we're on the other side of the flame path, if you remember this from before. We made it to the other side. And I would recommend going at least close to full health here. So we'll use one of our pills, just to play it safe. Let's take out one of these birds. Go. Weaknesses. Each enemy is unique and has distinct weaknesses. For example, wooden enemies are vulnerable to fire, while those wearing metal are weak to lightning. Choose your spells based on your enemy's weaknesses to gain an advantage. Navigate to the equipment tab under the system menu to equip multiple spells and items onto designated slots. You can then quickly use these spells and items via the hotbars. I feel like this direction came a little late, but there it is. All right, so we're gonna interact with this shrine over here, but be careful when you do. Turns out he doesn't like us. All right, here we go. It's an enemy. Watch out, he's slamming, and I'm switching weapons. Oh, I didn't get that big of a heal off of that. That should have been better. Oh, ah, crap. All right, hold on. Raven pill. I got my spell ready, though. If I get a good opening, I'm gonna go for it. Spell! Oh, just wrecked him. Yeah, you faker. Get out of here. Alrighty, offer blood. And we made it. We made it through the Bandit Cave and the Tower of Sacrifice. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up right here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.